Well, we're here and we're ready for another hike. Starting to get a bit greener out. So we'll take a view from the top of the mountain and see what we see. Here's my wife, show me your best side. Well, it's going to be the same hike this time around, except it's a bit greener. We got some flowers out today, and we're going to go a little bit further this time, right, Lisa?
I love you too, eh?
Okay, we're headed toward the Paw Paw tunnel like last time. Let me get up to the sign here. Paw Paw tunnel that way. Okay. We're approaching the trail. And we're going to go up Tunnel Hill Trail. Here we go. This is about the steepest part. Not so bad going up, but all those rocks and debris and crumbly stuff makes your feet slip around on the way down. And falling butt first on a rock, that's kind of uncomfortable. All right. A lot of bugs out today though. But the temperature's in the mid 80s. It's warm and sunny. And it's a good day for a hike. So I'm going to come back a little bit later and give you all a look around. Okay, we're approaching one of the switchbacks. Basically, this trail goes up to the very top. It's about a mile, and it goes up over 300 feet to the top of Sorrel Ridge, which is the ridge that the Paw Paw tunnel runs through. There's a few switchbacks on the way up and a few on the way down. So, you know, it's not straight up, but it's still up. And that's where I did that trail repair. Looks like it's holding up well. People would cut across the switchback at this point, and they're going, "Oh, it's a shortcut." No, it's an erosion ditch. Stop doing that. So I stacked up a bunch of logs there, and the trail is rebuilding nice. We're doing it by itself. Just every time it rains, you get some silt and stuff coming down the mountain and deposits right there. So anyway, going to continue on to the top. Oh wow, you can see the river and everything from here. There is a better view a little higher up, and we'll take you up there. Continuing up the trail, and the trail continues up. That's fine with me. Good workout. Still working on burning off some of that winter weight and the extra squishies I got around my waist. Hoping to get myself in some kind of decent shape for summer. But the thing is, you hike up this trail a couple of times. Well, we're going to go up and over a little further, and then come back up and over again. And you burn a lot of calories that way, but you also build up quite a hunger. So that's the thing, you don't want to stuff your face if you're trying to lose weight. Well, catch y'all a little further down the trail. All right, we're approaching the Bunamus Scenic Overlook area. on this part of the trail. I mean, this scenery here is basically worth it. I know I've shown you this before, but it's starting to grow in, get a little bit of green. Getting kind of purdy out. You can see Paw Paw way out there, nestled in among the amongst the trees and stuff. That's where we just came up. We got lots more to go because we ain't to the top yet. And it goes off that way. But it sure is purdy up here. These are the people that come up here. While I was admiring the scenery, I got laughed. Well, it's a beautiful day for a walk in the mountains. All right, well, we're almost to the very tippy top. Oh, there she goes. Not making the best of time today.
Almost got the belt stitch.
Oh yeah, the belt's almost done. But that's okay. We're on our way. We're going to be heading downhill next. Okay, we're on our way down from the very tippy top of the trail. And this first section has got, I think, 2 switchbacks. And it's kind of a steep downhill. Not my favorite part. I like it a lot better going the other way. I like uphills. People think I'm nutty. And maybe I am. Let's see, I'm going to hold this thing straight, maybe give you an idea of how steep this is. This is straight out from my face. And you can kind of see how this trail drops off. It's really rutted, a lot of erosion here. I think we had a storm the other night. But I'm watching my feet, my foot placement. I don't want to slip and fall and crash and burn and bleed. Because my wife's right behind me, and if she sees me go down, especially if I bleed, I'll be in so much trouble.
Keep the blood on the inside. That's our pact.
Y'all hear that? She said, keep the blood on the inside. That's our pact. And having 3 cats in the house, that
Kind of difficult.
yeah, that can get difficult. That can get difficult at times, but I'm glad we're both thick-skinned. Here's one of the switchbacks. Go switch y'all back on in a minute or two. You can see the way it goes around here. Goes up to that next corner there. And you got another switchback. Okay, that's the hill we came down. I like that hill going up a lot better. And it's just a very nice hike through the woods at this point. Look around, you got the trees are turning green. And there goes my wife. This is down the other side of the gate. You get up to the gate, you go on over, and the trail comes down the other side. Still kind of squishy through here. Looks like we had might have had a storm last night or something. Now what's really cool when you think about it is a lot of the ridge that we're walking on was made out of stuff that they pulled up out of the tunnel. They bored vertical shafts and brought the debris out of the tunnel as they were digging it. And they just kind of stacked it around this area. And I think that's kind of a cool thing. That was a lot of work back then. Hi, Lisa. Now, up here on our left, as we approach this area, this used to be where the schoolhouse was. way back when. Because the people that worked out here, they lived out here too. They didn't commute to work, they were at work. If you look at the video I put up about our bike ride, you'll see what was one of the lock houses. And people basically lived here, worked at the locks. They had a whole community. And the canal company would get supplies out to them. And they lived out here. They went to school out here. They socialized out here. This was their community. And I think that is so cool.
You know what I heard on the internet the other day?
What did you heard on the internet, Lisa?
One of those, you know, trivial news flashes.
Yeah.
Said that the average American spends 8 weeks per year of commuting.
Well, that's silly.
8 weeks a year. It's like, my goodness, I could have had 8 vacations.
No kidding. 2 months sitting in traffic?
2 solid months of their lives are spent
Goodness
sitting
gracious.
in traffic.
That really stinks.
In their vehicle. Trying to get from point A to point B.
Oh, over here.
8 weeks.
You got some lichens? What's that, a lichen over there, Lisa?
Yeah. I like him, you Wayne.
And what are we approaching, Lisa?
Conifers!
There you go, guys. Conifers. Since, like I said, most of this ridge is made out of debris that they pulled out of the tunnel and is mounded up here. So the thing that grows best in that rocky type soil are conifers. Okay, we're going to head back down to the trail now. Well, back down to the towpath. A couple of switchbacks and we'll be there.
You're showing the homes in this forest, right?
Yeah.
Well, here's one squirrel's home. Looks like a teepee.
Yeah.
See? It's a very nice house. And see, it's got this little front door down there. And over here, see? They've got a tree in their foyer.
Oh, I see.
Isn't that pretty?
It's pretty dead. But you know what? You're right. Makes a home for the little animals in the woods.
Yeah, I'm sure a very happy squirrel lives there.
Well, he's probably out collecting food.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day. Well, I'm going to make a slight detour up Rattlesnake Trail, but I'm not going to go so far as to encounter the rattlesnakes because they're more up toward the top. But there is one thing interesting here. Actually, there's a few things. Check this out. This is a backside of that ridge we walked past. And you can see where there's mounds and mounds of debris that was stacked up there. And over here, there's a little waterfall coming down. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Like I said, this is a digital zoom, so it doesn't give the best quality zoomed in. And I'm not going to continue that way because I don't want to run into any rattlesnakes. There's a lot of water coming out of that mountain. There must have been some kind of a storm last night. Because it's really draining. Down to the squishy muddy part. But look at that sunshine now. Sure is beautiful out here. After we came down off the trail that goes over the tunnel up on that ridge that we were just on, we decided to keep going a little bit further. And this is about, I don't know, the 4th lock in down the canal. You can probably hear the water rushing. There's definitely some kind of a storm or something out here. Let's see if I can find a spot to stand where I'm not about to fall into the water.
Yes, please.
I'll just go over here. You can see the water really rushing in from that end. Oh, I'm getting there. Yes, I do. My wife's headed off to the Tinkler. And if you watch that that biking video that I put up earlier, just a little while ago, and you saw the lock house, well, this is what's at the base of it. Those are the pillars that support the front deck, and that's the foundation there. And this is where people lived, and they ran that lock. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go up just a little bit further, up to mile marker 154, and that'll be my turnaround point. That's about a mile past the end of Tunnel Hill Trail, going down the C&O Canal towpath. I think we're going in the direction of Georgetown. Yeah. All right, I'm at mile marker 154. Get a little closer, make sure y'all can see that. 154. Out there's the scenic Potomac River, which isn't all filthy and disgusting and polluted at this end. And over here, you've got the canal. And you can see the way they just chiseled it out of the rock. And my wife approacheth. Hello, Lisa. You ready to start heading back? Or you want to stop at the... Actually, I'm ready to start back. Just thought I'd turn it on here. I think it's kind of interesting. You look at that mound of rubble with the tree growing up through it. That used to be one of the lock houses. That used to be the foundation of a lock house. And that was their walkway to the lock. And all that's left is a pile of rubble with a tree growing up through it. That's the thing, back in 1924, when they closed down the canal, people would use the resources of the canal for building materials and such. And they kept doing that until 1976, when it was declared a national park. In fact, our house in Paw Paw, which was built in 1949, looks like it has some repurposed lumber in it. If you go down in the basement, you can see like beams and timbers that I'm sure came from some of the lock houses and other structures along the canal. So we got a bit of history in our very own little house. Well, we're back up on Tunnel Hill Trail. You can see where the towpath is right down there. And I'm on this section that, well, goes up. And we're headed up toward the first switchback on our way back up to the top of the ridge. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, like I said before, I prefer uphills anyway. Now apparently, a lot of people miss this turn because they've added some new signage. You can see where the trail continues straight that way to, well, I call that trail Rattlesnake Trail. Well, they added that sign recently. So we go up the switchback. Hi, Lisa.
Mine!
It sure is pretty out here with the Sun-Dappled Trail. The little babbling stream through the woods. I tell you, if you just want to relax and get your brain away from it all, just go for a little hike in the woods. It's good for the modern ailments in life. Well, we're approaching that one steep section that I came down. So I said I like better going up. Well, I still like it better going up. And we're getting closer to it. You know, actually from here, got a bug on my arm. From here, it looks pretty much like it goes straight up. I don't know if the camera's showing it. But, oh, it goes up. And that's the way I like it. I'm going to burn a lot of calories on this section. Actually, I'm burning a lot of calories just on this hike. I'm trying to hold the camera level with my face to give you an idea of the steepness of this trail. There are a couple of switchbacks up here, and this is like the steepest part. But hey, you gotta watch your foot, and there's some slick spots. But I keep saying I'll catch y'all a little bit further along. All right, came around that corner on the uphill, and we're headed this way up to a switchback. And then you come around here, and you look around here, and you got more uphill. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll see y'all at the top. How's that sound? Almost there. Almost to the very tippy top. The top of Sorrel Ridge. And here comes my wife, chugging her way up. Now, it's time to go back down the other side and back to the truck. All right, we're almost back to the truck. Yeah, this always seems like the longest part of the trail. After you come down off the mountain and you're taking the trail that comes back to the truck, it always seems to be the longest way. But boy, what a beautiful day. Okay, we're definitely officially in the parking lot. And there's my truck. So I'm going to go ahead, unlock it, and take it home, get something for supper, and probably do some more leather work. Drinking beer and stuff. Well, we'll see you next time.